Hello guys, this is Varun Sharma and welcome to Intellectual India. In this video, we are going to talk about nanotechnology. So firstly, what is nanotechnology? Nanotechnology is a part of science, and we will have to understand that what does it mean. Nano means the particle, the size of 10 to the power minus 9 meters, and it is very small. It is the 1 billionth part of a meter. And technology means a hypothetical thing, a theoretical thing which implies which we do these things in our real world. So when we combine the both of these, we get something from the theoretical world to the physical world, and which is very small. So I would like to show you the comparison between the sizes. So comparison is like this, that we are having a baseball. You can see in the image that it's of 10 to the power 8 nanometers, and it is not that much high. 1 nanometer includes that 1 nanometer. Nanotechnology includes from 1 nanometer to 100 nanometers. So the baseball is of 10 to the power 8 nanometers, and the hair is of it's not that much small too. And you can see some of them bacteria's DNA, hemoglobin. DNA and hemoglobin comes under the nanotech. And you can see ants are 10 to the power 6 nanometers, so they are also not coming in nanotechnology. So you can imagine that how the small is nanotech. Nanotech includes the liposomes, fluorines, graphenes, water molecules. These are called nanoparticles. These are made up of nano things, and one nanotechnology, one nano includes the 5 atoms. It contains 5 atoms, and atom size is approximately 10 to the power minus 10 meters. So moving further to how they behave in the quantum level. When we go in the nanotech, we see that particles behave like the quantum mechanics. In quantum mechanics are still smaller than the nanotechnology. In nanotech, but it come under the quantum level. And in quantum level, the particles behave differently. The physical properties and as well as the chemical properties changes completely, and they are present in the form of particle as well as in the form of waves. So quantum mechanics is a branch of physics, and which is specially made for the quantum level. So that in this level there are different things. It challenges our common sense. Common sense doesn't work at that level. So that's how the nanoparticles behave. And if you wanna take example, you can take a gold ring. A gold ring is of yellow color but when we go into nano level, the gold ring is of not the golden level. It can be a green, red, yellow, or anything else. So moving to where the idea come from the nanotech. So idea come from when the Richard Feynman in his speech, in his lecture, he said that there's plenty of room at the bottom. This phrase, there's a plenty of room at the bottom, become the basis of the nanotechnology. And from here the scientists started taking it as a base and started to innovate things about it. And I will like to show a fun fact for you, that fun fact is like this, that the earliest evidence in India, in Khaledi, India, around 600 BCs, we have found some materials which include nanoparticles, and it is a very important for us that in India we are having that much advanced technology earlier also, and we are not having that much right now because some of the reasons have let us down. But it is very proud to be Indian that we are having at around 600 BCs only, we are having that much advanced technology. So moving further, that is concepts. So how this concept works, what will happen if this concept implies on our Earth, real world. So concepts are like this. It is not simple as it looks like. It is very different types. So people seems that nanotechnology is very easy, we can do lots of things with it, but it's not that much simple. Next one is it will take our world to a new level. If we are able to master the nanotechnology completely, it will completely take us to new level. Even in the Iron Man suits and these type of things will be a game for us. And next one is challenges are more than we think of. Challenges are very much in nanoparticles, in nanotechnology, as I have already told that it behaves differently from the common world, different from the physical world. So that's are the main challenges, because it contain under quantum level and behavior as well as physical and chemical properties changes. Next one is can increase our earth life, because we are not living in a that era that we are devastating, we are demolishing our earth, and within some thousands of years it can be even die. Not means breaking into different pieces, but the life can be existed, and with the help of nanotech we can make our earth life more and more longer. So next is it can be helpful, it will be helpful in each and every field, even in medical field, computer field, material field, or even making walls, buildings and different types of things. It will be helpful in every field. So moving further, that I'm going to divide it into 3 fields. These are the most important fields, but some of them are also, these are not the complete, but many of them includes in them. First one is material science, second one is computer science, and third one is medical science. So these 3 I am going to split them in. I will discuss about them in further details. So first one is medical science. As you can see in the images that I have represented, a nano means with the car symbol represent that we can make the cars which can be auto repairable with the help of nanotubes, as the Iron Man does, and we can use it with our own worlds. And in shirts, if we can make shirts, we can make shirts. We have already made shirts which are not even get wet by any water or any liquid or any other substance, because it makes the nanotubes make it resistance of that particular thing. We can make the wires. This electrician symbols represent the wires. The electricity which is flowing in the wires will be flowing much and more higher speed, because the surface area increases when we go in nano scale, and this electricity will increase more, and the consumption, we will require less energy to produce more energy. And next is microbots. In material science, we can use microbots, sensors. We can use sensors to sense different very sensitive things which we are not able to do so, and it can be very much full advantage for our own world, that we will able to detect even the earthquake sensors. We can create the sensors which can detect the earthquake also. So next one is computer science. For computer science, we can make the very thin and elastic. We can make decrease the size of the things, like in laptops and computers can also be decreased very we are having very, and in very small size we can compact, we can make it more small, and with the help of nanotechnology we will be able to do it more firmly. And next one is microchips. The microchips which are used in the computers also, in real world also we use nanotech, but if we advance the technology more, the microchips, they will be more faster, and our computers will be more faster than before anything. And next one is the repairable phones or computers. We can create nanotubes over them, and they nanotubes can repair the whole parts, every part that it got damaged in a computer or mobile. Next one is wires. The wires which we use in computers are very much comfortable to pass off the electricity through them, but with the help of nanotechnology we can make it more firm, and they can do in even just 6 seconds or even very small time, and can contain very high amount of energy. Next is the medical science. Nanotechnology is going to create very much amount of benefits for the medical science. It can revolutionize the whole medical field, because we see that in cancers there are lots of diseases, even the coronavirus. We have made the vaccine, but still it doesn't implies on many of the things. And cancer has been the very demolishing disease from the earliest periods, in very many periods, but with the help of nanotech we can use nanotech to cure the cancers also, and even more higher diseases, more powerful demolishing diseases than the cancers, like with the help of microbots. We can say we can produce nanobots which are even very small, that they can go into our tissues even a particle cell, they can surgery a particle cell and remove that cell. We are because we are having not that much small tools that we can go in a particular cell and keep surgerying over them, but with the help of nanotech it will be helpful for us. And for the medical period, by injections and these for the instruments, we can make compact instruments which can be installed, and with the help of transplants also, not transplants but means resembling making artificial body part. We are able to make artificial body part like hands, legs and these, but I am talking about the small body parts which are inside internal parts, and they are very small. With the help of nanotechnology we can make them, and that will help us to lead to more lifeline. Our lifeline will increase, and we are able to make very compact cameras which can even works on our even can go into the tissues also and cells also, so we will be able to get a clear picture of them. Moving further of energy, so I am going to divide the energy, how the energy consumption, how we will be able to conserve energy, how we can use the energy consumption with the help of nanotech, means conservation and consumption too. And so first one is solar panels. In current situation in the real world, we are using fossil fuels a lot, but in upcoming 50 years, 2000 till 2050, we will be using solar panels more than the fossil fuels, because their amount will get decreased. So the thing which we requires are these. What will happen if we use nanotech in them? So I am going to show you a chart. I'm going to show you a chart in which you can see the solar energy. Currently we are using silicon based solar panels, but the problem with the silicon based solar panels is that they are not able to capture that much amount of energy which comes from the sun. But with the help of nanotech we can use quantum dot solar panels, and we can increase the rate till toward the 9%. We can increase the consumption rate conserving rate to the 9%, and it can be used as a spray, means that in your walls or in the woods we can use that the nanoparticles as a spray them, and imagine that our houses became a solar panel itself. So how will it work? It will be very much amazing, and it will revolutionize the energy consumption and energy crisis in the world. But the problem with it that we have made such things, but they are toxic. They are not. We cannot sell them in different in the markets or to the public, because it can be dangerous for them, and it can even lead to the death. Next is by the help. You all know that the photosynthesis plants do photosynthesis to prepare their food and do lots of chemicals, but scientists are thinking they are trying to do with the help of nanotechnology that we will be able to create a thing, artificial photosynthesis. Like currently we are plants from photosynthesis, but with the help of nanotech, combining nanotech and biology, we can create artificial photosynthesis, which with the help of that we will be able to produce the fuels which is necessary, and chemicals directly from the sunlight and carbon dioxide. It can reduce the energy consumption very low, because for that particular thing, for generating only the chemicals, we have to use lots of amount of energy, but with the help of nanotech we can do it in the seconds, and with the help of very few amount of technology. And we can also produce biodegradable plastics, and you know that the plastics are very dangerous for our environment, but with the help of them we can create a biodegradable plastics which can degrade also. Next is battery. So next one is battery. So we are using the most powerful batteries we are having are the lithium batteries, but they are still not that much capable of consuming conserving the amount of energy which is produced on the whole earth. The solar panels get weak because we are not having the that much powerful batteries, but the solution is nanotech. The solution is nanotech, but how that is batteries we are using currently. On the batteries we use anode that are graphite based anode are used in batteries, but with the help of nanotech we can replace it with them the silicon, graphene, nanotech, composite anode material or nanotube based materials. These are the two two anodes which we can use in the batteries to make them more long lifer, and they can charge even in minutes. It will be 10 times more better than the batteries which we are using, and it can even charge in few minutes also. But the problem is, if we use the batteries anodes without the silicon covered with the graphene only, its lifetime will reduce. But if we use with the silicon, it will last long as it lasts long right now. So effects. This is going to be the last point of this video. So effects, how it will affect on the environment and health. So first one is, you can say, pollution, population also, and lots of things. I'm going to discuss it. First one is pollution. Pollution will reduce drastically. The amount of pollution in our air or even the land pollution will decrease drastically, because we will be using solar energy rather than the fossil fuels and other things. Second is, people will not able to face diseases related to air, because the air pollution reduce, and as well as the amount of the air diseases will reduce as well, also because air disease caused by only air pollution, like the asthma and lung cancers also. So reduction in pollution will lead to this, and we will be able to cure cancer as well as the many diseases. So with the help of nanotech, with the help of nanorobots, we will be able to cure many cancer and as well as many diseases. Trees and plants will be more secure. Trees and plants will be more secure because deforestation will decrease automatically, because nanotech, with the help of nanotech, we can use nanotech to grow more fruits or vegetables in a particular field with the limited amount of field, but we will be able to cultivate more amount of fruits and vegetables, our own the daily needs, crops, wheats, and these types of things. Agriculture will increase in the fields because the production will increase automatically. So that's all for this video. So thank you for watching this, and I hope you get that how nanotechnology can revolutionize the whole world. So